harmonize. It's called 36 breaths. So she's to Mary and in JSJ, 36 is kind of the magical breath number. And so what we're going to do is just we're going to take a minute. First, I want to quickly just run through some of the um, emotions that can be addressed by just holding our fingers, right? So our thumbs can address and harmonize the need of worry. So we can just, if we are feeling worried, we can just hold our thumb, and you can hold it however it's comfortable. There's nothing you can do wrong, which is kind of cool in JSJ too, right? As a practitioner, that's great for me, right? Because I can do a completely wrong flow on my client and yet still be helping and addressing some specific needs. So anyway, just hold it however it's comfortable. But what I recommend is just wrapping your hand, one hand around your other thumb. Okay, so that, and kids, they suck their thumbs, right? So to address worry. The index fingers, fear. Middle finger, I mean, we all know what that is, right? Anger, of course. So I tell my fifth graders, so next time you get angry, you do not give someone the middle finger. You just hold your middle finger and everything will be okay, right? So you hold that middle finger for anger. Then we have sadness or grief for the ring finger, and pretense for the pinky, which is really that pretending or trying to show that everything's okay, putting on that happy face, but really it's not okay. And you probably really need to do some inner work to figure out what's really going on. But anyway, so you can hold those, and then the palms of the hands are both it's kind of the all-inclusive, everything all at once kind of spot. All right, so I'm getting to something. All right, I'm getting there. So in 36 breaths. So if we do this and we want to take 36 breaths, I've told people you want to start your day off right. Here's another thing you could do, and that is to just find a 3-minute meditation or mindfulness piece in Calm or whatever. There's one in Calm I know that's specific to breath, so it kind of paired perfectly. And I'll have it, and I'll send some notes to you, Tracy, and then I'll put a link to that because I know a lot of people have that app. But anyway, you can find them 3 minutes, about 3 minutes. So 36 breaths. If I take 3 breaths, if I receive 3 breaths and exhale, and receive 3, receive 3, receive 3, receive 3, right? And then I go over here and do the same. I've just taken 36 breaths. It only takes about 3 minutes. So I would like us just to walk through that. And I don't think, I think we can just do it just in a quiet space, if that's all right. And just at your leisure, and when you receive the breath and you exhale, just do it at your, don't force anything, just do it at your own, just allow the breath to happen. Just receive the breath, let go of the breath, and we'll just do 3 at each point, and eventually at the end I'll say something. Okay, so let's just take a little time here. right. For me, that was 36 breaths. You might be taking a little bit longer, which is fine. Mary said, with every breath, I am new. I'm renewed every time I take a breath. Every time I receive the breath and let go, I'm being renewed. And so to take those just a couple of minutes, that did not take long, just a couple minutes, and you've addressed not only all those emotions we talked about, but the 12 body function energies that are part of Shin Jyutsu philosophy, all in one flow. It's kind of interesting because, when people, I'm not what you would call a religious person, but I do know that in certain places in the world, people they're holding their hands together here. They're harmonizing all of those things that we just did just by simply holding their hands like this in this namaste or prayer kind of pose. Or even while I'm just sitting here talking to you, what did I just automatically do? I just folded my hands like that. And for some religions, that's also kind of a prayerful place. And again, I'm not a religious person, and this is not a religious art in any way, but just an interesting note in my head that I note about life and how people hold their hands. And I don't go around really analyzing, oh wait, they're holding their hands this way, that means, I don't really do that, but I just sometimes I do take note of those things because it's interesting to me. So if you enjoyed this, I want to share a couple of resources with you. One is, well, first of all, there's a whole component of JSJ that actually is for animal companions. So they do have all of the safety energy locks and all of JSJ. Many practitioners also have an animal practice to harmonize the energy of your animal companions. So I have these handy little charts, which I got from the Shin Jyutsu home office. I don't make any disclaimer. I make no money off of what I'm about to show you. These are just things that I have found to be really interesting because people are always mentioning their sick pets or something. I'm like, well, let me just come over and try this thing and see what happens, And so it can be fun. This one is one I would definitely recommend if you have an interest in Shin Jyutsu. This must have been written by a teacher because it's so clearly lays out the philosophy. All of the flows that I talked about with you tonight are in here, and then some. All of the 12 body function energy flows, all of the things.